Okay, ladies and ladies, I want to do this video to it's like the top guns, top guns of season 10. I know not a lot of people are going to watch this video, but I don't really care. These are my top 10 guns in the game right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have 10 guns. I think I only got 5 at most, probably only 4. So this is gonna be your top whatever amount of guns to use in season 10. Right, we're in season 10. And the first one is the Holger, and the reason why is because I bought it. I paid money for it, so I'm never gonna stop using it. I don't buy all the guns in this game. I only buy a few guns, the ones that I like, and I really like the way this gun looks. But most importantly, I love the kill effect. I love the smoky bats flying around. It's just totally my style. Anyway, so that's why I use the gun, and I'm an LMG person from day one, so that's why I use the gun. If it wasn't for the Holger, the gun that would be here would be either the RPD or the Chopper or the M4 LMG. Honestly, it doesn't matter as long as it has 100 rounds and it can hit long range. That's one of the top 5 guns that you want to use to rank up. So you could use the Holger. You could use the RPD or the Chopper, and I'm gonna show you my builds for those. So this is the Holger that I use. Oh, and also the only reason why I'm using these classes is because I want to run around with the katana. So I'm not even really. I mean, I pull out the Holger here and there, but I want to run around with my sword and kill people. So that's what this class is for. Just have a Holger attached to it. So I just come out with the Holger or whatever. So the Holger, that would be your number 1 LMG to use. Otherwise, you're gonna use a toss-up between either the Chopper, the M4 LMG, or the RPD. Now these are my builds right here. Wait, not that. You don't want that. Yoinked. This is for BR right here. And this is for ranked. This shit actually works. I have no idea how or why, but whenever I increase the bullet spread accuracy on this gun, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't do the same thing that it does when it has 58 bullet spread accuracy and 56 control. For some reason, it just does something to the gun. I can't explain to you what it is. Just makes it more accurate. If you were to try to increase the bullet spread accuracy, right? You take that negative 11% and make it more positive. I don't know why. I have no idea how it works, but it just doesn't kill as consistently, especially at those ranges, at those middle and longer ranges. It just doesn't do what you want it to do. So I don't know. Okay, don't ask me. I yoinked it from somebody who absolutely destroyed me with it, and it's a really good build. But this is the one that I use in ranked for being try hard and just camping and holding down lanes and stuff like that. Boom. So that's that. KN-44. You gotta have an automatic rifle, an automatic gun, and they're all pretty much the same. AK-47, AK-117, HVK, whatever you want to use. Type 25, everybody's using. But to me, they're all kind of the same, automatic. So, I only need to be running one. I don't need to have AS Val, Type 25, KN4, all these automatic gun classes that I'm going to use pretty much for all the same thing, right? So, I use the KN-44 because to me, it's the most balanced gun. It has a decent good damage range, decent good bullet spread accuracy, decent good fire rate, decent good everything. It hits for about 24 it hits for about 24 damage at range, which like the AK-117, for example, only hits for like 16 damage or something like that, and the Holger hits for like 20, 19. So this gun actually hits for more damage at range than like your LMGs, your Holger, and pretty much all your assault rifles. So this is my build, I guess. Yeah, because the only other thing I was using granulated instead of disabled. So right? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, 3X. The lizard. That's what you want. This is it. So you don't even need a tactical scope. You can have whatever attachment you want. That's how good this build is. This build is so good that you only need 4 attachments. That's how good this build is. in my opinion. And it's super good if you burst fire. If you burst fire this gun, like the SKS, it's going to have 100% bullet spread accuracy, and you're going to kill motherfuckers at, like, you know, unlimited ranges. That's why I have the tactical scope. I could put the 3x tactical scope on this, and it actually works. So that's that. But I was using... What was I using? I just fucked it up. But yeah, this is the basic build, and then I had disabled on it or whatever. So, you know, I had a red dot on there. Whatever, right? KM44, whatever, 44 bullets, automatic, hit at range, can't go wrong, right? And this is just me, another automatic build. I don't really use it that much. This is my SMG. I only ever use one SMG class. It doesn't matter if it's the Fennec or whatever it is. It's only one. Right now it's the QQ9. I feel like for this season, the QQ9 is the best, and I like to hit long range. I always like to hit long range. I don't like to engage close up that much because, you know, lag and desync and rage and kill death ratio, and it's just, you have more chances if you engage from long range first and then you engage in short range. So I'm always going to try to hit you at the highest damage range before you can get to me at the closest damage range, if that makes sense, just to increase my chance of survival and chances of killing you, especially with a low end device. So this is the build that I use. Boom, monolithic suppressor, recon tag, MIP, and this is extremely stable. And I'll use this. I'll oftentimes run it with toughness and get out of here. I'll oftentimes run it with toughness and agile. So like I could just and high alert. So like I'll treat it like an AR that just runs at a higher mobility with a higher fire rate, basically. You know what I mean? This is my BY-15, and the reason why I use this over all other shotguns, I'm pretty good with all the shotguns. I use them all, but this is my build, and I call this one the Python because this is the only skin that I got that's cool, so I named it the Python. Anyway, it's the same build that you just saw. It's this one. It's the same thing. It's tactical foregrip. It's the ultimate bullet spread accuracy damage range that you could possibly ever get with the BY-15, and this is gonna tap motherfuckers out. You're gonna be able to 2 and 3 tap motherfuckers at like 40 meters out, I swear. Because the middle bullet, like if you center your reticle on the enemy, you're gonna get one bullet on them always, and that bullet is always gonna take 32 or 33, something around 30 something damage, right? What's the damage on the bullet? It doesn't even matter. The bullet's gonna take something like 30 something damage. And if you aim down and maybe to the left or right a little bit, you might be able to get 2 bullets on them. So you're going to be able to 2 and 3 tap motherfuckers from a ridiculous amount of range, and you're going to be able to one burst a lot of people in multiplayer matches because, you know, they already take shots from a distance. So you hit them from a distance with this, and then they die, and they're just like, what the fuck? How the hell did I get killed by a shotgun from that range? So the BY-15 still has that crazy, crazy, crazy range. You can still hit. And then this, I use the Kilo. I use the Kilo for warm-ups. I use this for my main warm-up gun. If I don't warm up with this, my aim is not that good. So I'll use this. I'll play a couple hardpoint matches and maybe like 1 or 2 ranked if I can handle it, because it's really slow and it's hard to get the hitbox when motherfuckers are strafing at you like crazy. Honestly, it's harder to hit bots than it is to hit people at this point. But this is the build I use. I use it as a warm-up, and I get a lot of kills with it, and it's really helpful. So then once I'm done with this, then I can switch to my SKS, and I get crazy accuracy on the SKS once I use the Kilo for a little bit. So this is a build that I was fucking up with, but it sucks. This build sucks. Okay, forget about this build. Don't worry about this. I love to use this right here. This is my main SKS because it hip fires and it hits consistent 2 shots at 40 meters, okay? This is the problem. Motherfuckers are saying the SKS doesn't have damage range. It does have damage range. Once you lower the damage range, it takes 3 shots to kill somebody instead of 2, okay? And with the extended mag and full damage range, you're going to be able to wipe out an enemy team in like 10, 11, 12 bullets or less. So it's going to be like, the whole team is wiped out. If you don't put the monolithic and the marksman on there, and if you lower the damage range, you're going to have to spend a lot more bullets, especially if you're trying to run a faster build, you know, without the extended mag. So for the faster build, I have a 1v1 build, right? Which is probably not here because, you know, whatever. But the 1v1 build, oh yeah, this is it right here. This is 1v1, right? And if you want to go crazy, you put the 10 round mag on there, and you take off something like the the OWC Tactical, right? Or the light barrel, or even the suppressor. You take out one of those because it's good to have the maximum sprint to fire speed. So you use this for 1v1 and then you're going to get pissed. They're going to get so pissed, they're going to quit the match. Okay? This is the fastest, most annoying, like, keep the 10 round, take off the 10 round, use the OWC, use, you know, quick, whatever the fuck it's called, agile. I always keep thinking quick draw because of Modern Warfare 3. And this is the main SKS that I use to go to ranked. This is the main ranked SKS right here. I play this in ranked. The light suppressor, I know what I just said doesn't make any sense because I'm not using a monolithic suppressor. But when you take the monolithic suppressor off and use a light suppressor, it increases your ADS movement speed, right? And on top of that, it stabilizes the reticle. So it reduces your sway. So you're able to aim a whole lot better. So that's what I use this for. And this, I'll usually use this for super high accuracy. You get what I'm saying? And oftentimes I do actually run the monolithic suppressor, which I was actually going to switch it to when I remembered. So, boom, we're going to do monolithic suppressor on this, and he's going to be a bitch. He's going to be so long range that you're going to be like, what the fuck, right? And I use Ghost on this so I could position myself because this is a really slow build, so you want to be able to get to where you need to go. The Dragon Up I was fucking with, that's probably one of the best ones in the game. I use the DLQ. Everybody knows the DLQ build. You just use the DLQ, whatever. I don't really even use this gun that much. But the Dragonov is really, really good. It's probably the best thing you could put a 3X on right now in the game. And this is the build. It's the fastest speed that you could get with a 3X and a light suppressor, because why wouldn't you run a suppressor? Like, who doesn't run a suppressor? There's a suppressor on every single build that I showed you that has a suppressor. And most of the classes that I'm using are using Ghost, toughness, so I can hit my shots, right? Ghost, you see a lot of toughness, you see Ghost. Usually I'll switch toughness out for Ghost when I want to be sneaky. You know what I'm saying? So, like for this one, Ghost. And then I'll be like the most disgusting and also agile, flak jacket, whatever, depends on what I want to do, and it just be disgusting. Okay, so those are my classes. That's all I'm using right now. It's really all I'm gonna use. Probably, most likely, I'll play around with the other guns here and there, but like this is just what I use. Boom. And those are the best guns in Call of Duty Mobile in the game, in the entire game right now.